Trojan Sports Now.
Hello and welcome to Trojan Sports Now. As we kick off our fall semester, I'm Jonathan Sellers.
And I'm Danielle Percival. Stick around as we bring you the latest news and scores from Troy Sports. Earlier this month, Troy University inducted the first class into its Sports Hall of Fame. Let's take a look at the Trojans that were a part of this historic first class. 11 members of the Troy family were honored at the Troy University Sports Hall of Fame ceremony. The members ranged from a former president of the university to coaches and players who have left an impact on the athletic department. For some, just being nominated was a thrill.
When I was nominated, I thought that was very, very special there in itself, that I had done something to be considered for an honor, like this. But to actually be voted in and achieve the honor, it's just tremendous.
I'm a little awestruck myself, just this class, some of these people have made tremendous contributions over the years to Troy.
The list of Hall of Fame members contains some of Troy University's most loved and celebrated coaches and players. Some of the inductees said the honor of being selected was overwhelming.
When I look at that list, I don't think I belong on it. I can tell you that. There are some very deserving people that are going into this thing, and like I said, I don't know that I belong in this group, but I'm honored to be a part of it.
A lot of folks that you certainly look at and respect and admire and know they belong, and then you're standing next to them, and that's a great honor. And I hope they know they could have put somebody else in here in this class, and I could have waited a while, but I'm excited about being here.
Turk said the new arena and the Sports Hall of Fame show the growth of the university.
The university has changed a lot, it's grown a lot, and all for the better. And the leadership that Dr. Hawkins has provided, the university as a whole has been incredible. And this is my school, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
At the Hall of Fame ceremony, the inductees were the main focus, but the venue the ceremony was held in was receiving some love as well. After many months of watching the construction take place, the final project has been unveiled, and to no surprise, most people were impressed.
This is unbelievable. I think I got here a couple of years after they had just opened Sartain Hall, and so to see this facility being ready, to be unveiled and open, it's just an outstanding facility.
This is I've looked at this facility as it was built. My office, I can peek out the back window and see it, but I didn't come over here purposely. I'm in awe of what has taken place.
The Troy University Sports Hall of Fame ceremony was the first time that many people had been inside the new Trojan Arena, and head basketball coach Don Maestri said the excitement over the facility can be summed up in 3 simple letters.
W-O-W. I mean, this place here, I've been fortunate enough to travel around the country and play in a lot of different arenas. This is not the nicest one in the state of Alabama. This is one of the nicest ones in the United States of America. And I don't care who comes here, they will say the same thing. I'm not that partial.
Maestri says he's looking forward to getting into the new venue, but his opinion isn't the most important.
I'm excited, but hopefully the players are more excited because they're the ones that are going to have to win the games. And but I mean, every player we brought in, everybody that's ever toured the place, you can't help but get excited. So I think it's going to be a great boost for our basketball team.
Maestri says the new Trojan Arena shows just how much support the university is giving his team.
There's one word that this venue stands for to me, and that's commitment. They've made a commitment to make sure we're going in the right direction for the future, and I don't think there's any question in my mind that Troy State Athletics is definitely going to be going in the right direction.
The new Trojan Arena will house the Sports Hall of Fame as well as the Trojan basketball teams.
The soccer team took a 2-1 record with them to the South Carolina over the weekend, and it was a low-scoring affair for the Trojans in the Palmetto State. The team split its matches in South Carolina, but did start the trip off on a good note. After going into the half against Wofford with no score, the Trojans' Jane Lateef scored the only goal of the game in the 49th minute to put the Trojans up 1-0, which would be the final score. The Trojans managed just one shot on goal while holding the Terriers to 2. On to Sunday, again it was a 1-0 final, but this time the Trojans were on the losing end. Troy fell to Furman 1-0 despite playing well enough to keep the game scoreless until the 85th minute. The Paladins' Stephanie DeVita scored the lone goal of the match. Goalie Maddie Winter had 11 saves for the Trojans. Furman outshot the Trojans 13-1. Head coach Chris Bentley says he saw some good things from his team over the weekend.
Really just didn't compete as well as we probably needed to. It was after we've had a long week, so legs weren't quite where we needed them to, but we certainly found a way. On Sunday, we did much of the same, but unfortunately, we were just on the wrong end of it. We lost 1-0 to Furman. They were a very good team. Found a way to kind of keep the ball around us, and we did a good job of keeping them around us, but unfortunately, they're just able to put it away in the last 10 minutes or so of the game.
While the soccer team has been in action for over a week now, the volleyball team was just getting their season started last weekend. However, it wasn't the start they were hoping to have. Things were less than hospitable for the Trojans as they dropped 3 straight at the Benson Hospitality Bulldog Invitational. Georgia State toppled the Trojans in straight sets in their first match of the season. Brianna Cullity led the Trojans with a team-high 10 kills and only 4 errors, but the Panthers left the court with the victory. Up next was a foreign friendly as the Slovenian national team invaded Georgia to take it to the Trojans. So they lost in straight sets for the second time on Friday. Devin Von Pingle led the way for Troy with 7 kills and a .583 attack percentage. The game was an exhibition game, though, so it didn't count on the schedule. On Saturday, the Trojans played the host team, the Georgia Bulldogs, and fell again in straight sets 3-0 to drop their record to 0-2. Kayla Pickard posted 8 kills for the Trojans, so on to Sunday looking to bring a bit of success home. The Trojans were unable to win the match, but they were able to take their first set of the season against Georgia Southern. Troy would eventually fall to the Panthers 3-1 to end their first tournament of the season. Head coach Sonny Kirkpatrick knows his team needs to perform better.
Really, I was disappointed. Georgia was better than us. They were really, really good. They've improved a lot since last year. They brought in a lot of new players. I thought we really started to compete against them in that match. It was a great crowd, over 1,000 people there, and it gave our girls kind of an appreciation of what we need to look for and where we want to go.
Due to scheduling conflicts, the only match the Trojans had during the week was postponed. The Trojans were scheduled to play against the Auburn Tigers in their home opener on Tuesday night, but that game has been pushed back to next week, and we'll have more details on that later in the show.
While the Trojan baseball season ended in May, summer leagues around the country saw top college baseball players take the field for a little extra time on the diamond. For one Trojan, that time proved to be valuable. Third baseman Danny Collins continued his strong spring right into the summer months. Collins played for the Laconia Muskrats in the New England Collegiate Baseball League, where he won the league MVP and broke 4 single-season records. Those records were for home runs with 19, slugging percentage at .818, extra base hits with 29, and total bases at 130. He also represented the Muskrats in the League All-Star Game and won the NECBL Home Run Derby.
The Trojans softball team now has a new addition to the family. Head coach Melanie Davis announced this week the hiring of Beth Wade as an assistant coach serving as the hitting coach. She'll also assist with the infield and recruiting. Wade comes from Lynn University in Boca Raton, Florida, and graduated from Florida State. She played for the Seminoles from 2000 to 2004 and made the All-ACC team in her final season. She also had the opportunity to compete in the Women's College World Series, and it'd be nice to get her back as a coach, right? While she was at FSU, the Seminoles won 3 ACC championships, made 2 appearances in the NCAA Women's College World Series. Those appearances were in 2002 and 2004. Well, still to come on Trojan Sports Now, we'll have a look ahead at the Trojan football team's first game coming up this weekend in Birmingham.
But first, I had the chance to sit down with one of the new inductees into the Hall of Fame, as well as one of 2 active coaches to have a playing service named in his honor. I'm sure you can figure out who, but stick around for more Trojan Sports Now.
Trojan Sports Now.